United States as an immigrant. I came at the age of 19 with nothing but a suitcase full of clothes and the clothes on my back. And I actually worked hard, and I went through college, and then I worked for a bank for a while. And I was able to create a successful business. By the time I was 27 years old, I had a 7-figure business. I had several employees, and I was living the American dream. So when I hear this narrative that America is systemically racist and evil and oppressive to minorities, I understand that to be completely false. So so that's what inspired me to write the book, because I'm starting to hear this narrative from the left. It is something that was in the dark corners of far left Twitter and the dark corners of far left universities, but it has been thrust into the mainstream, particularly after the George Floyd incident. And it was right then, when that happened, when I started seeing my family and my friends starting to parrot this very narrative, including my own pastor, who is now putting Black Lives Matter decals on the church windows. It really grieved my spirit to see people adopting this ideology, and I know it to be completely false. And as somebody who pays attention to politics, I know that Black Lives Matter is an organization that is a self-proclaimed Marxist organization. They're anti-family. They're an organization that does nothing for Black people. They're an organization that basically fundraises for the far left. But they peddle themselves as a civil rights movement. And I think that's the message that they put out there, and Americans are falling for it. So I wanted to write a book that would educate people so that they understand that this narrative that is coming from the left, it's not designed to help Black people. It is designed to racially divide America and conquer it from within.
Amen, sister. Amen and hallelujah. That is a fact. Now, what's the way that particular narrative that she's talking about works is that you can browbeat a person day in and day out, just propaganda, just keep saying the same thing. Because most idiots, especially those on the left, there's some on the right too. If you tell them something long enough, forceful enough, and if you're articulate and you say it so convincing, like you're really convincing, people will almost believe anything. It doesn't make a difference about looking up facts, because they don't look up facts. Now, there is an effort, I think it's by the deep state. If you're a member, you saw I put a little short video up with our members only. They are purposely putting out false information, and you can't tell who it is, because here's how it works. The reason some of the people who's doing it don't even know it's working like this. First of all, you got to be careful of everybody who says that they got this inside scoop and they want to give it to you, because they want you to repeat something that's not true, so later on you can be discredited. They will destroy you with this kind of information. Then they'll drag you to court and try to take all your money. Ask Alex Jones. They'll do it to you. I'm telling you, they'll do it to you. And what happens a lot of times is that they'll get well-intended people. Now, this is how it works sometimes. This is how the CIA works. This is how any kind of PSYOP or whatever they're trying to do. First thing you have to do is that either you have to get somebody who's already doing the news, whether it be a newscaster, broadcast. Now, all the mainstream media is already sold out. They already got all them. But you can get a podcaster, you can get somebody who has influence, especially if a person is convincing and they've been credible and they've gotten some things right in the past. Either they will get somebody like an insider to start feeding them information. And then after they feed them information, what they'll do is that they'll start even leaking information. Then some of it will be true. And then see, they'll be on the road. Then they build the trust with these people. And then they'll shoot the skates from under you, cut your legs from under you, and give you some false information that seems like it's really, really credible, and it'll be nothing truth in that. And what they do is that there's a lot of fake accounts. Everybody's talking about remember they were talking about the Russian bots and all this kind of stuff. There are people right now that the government has on social media platforms. Some of them are popular. And what they do is they get these people to propagate news because they pay them. They're making a lot of money off of it. And they'll get them to say all kinds of things. And then people get mad because you don't believe it. They'll get upset. And then later on, when that person falls on their face, they act like they didn't have nothing to do with that. I never really followed that person. No, don't give me that. You was right there. I told you. I tried to tell you. This is why I'm skeptical almost of all news stories now. Till I verify it. After you tell me something, I'm not going to believe it. I'm going to have to verify it because I know the setup, how it works now. Once I understand how the CIA and the deep state works, should be your mentality. Trust no one and verify everything until guilty until proven innocent. And once they proven innocent, you got to prove them innocent again, not just one-time thing. Instead of one-time thing, you got to understand. The government has infiltrated the mob. They've infiltrated the civil rights movement. They've infiltrated just about every organization you can name. They know how to infiltrate it. It could be a good organization, and they will infiltrate that good organization. It has been done so many times. And they don't have to change their pattern because the pattern works every time. Most people don't take that much because all it takes is a little money, a little blackmail, a little something, catch them in a. I mean, P. Diddy was doing it to people. Nobody should even went to the P. Diddy party. It's so insane. And then they'll come with all these ridiculous stories they're telling in the media, and they get mad because you don't believe a story that makes absolutely no sense. Speaking of something that makes no sense, we got to jump back into this whole Brown University shooting because there is something so ridiculous about what they're saying now. I want to break that down for you. Now, I had a question I want to ask people though. Is it possible? Can anybody tell me, is everybody getting and when I put up a video, like in the daytime, I put up a video, or when I go live, especially when I put up a video, are you getting alerts? Because most people are telling me that they're not getting any alerts. They're not getting, even if they click on the bell, they're not getting any alerts. They're not being, if a new video comes up, you're supposed to get an alert. Nobody's getting an alert on it. So, and we already know why that is, right? So we got to pray to Jehovah that they do take out the enemy. That's all it is too. Some people just got to get taken out. They ain't gonna. There is no way you're gonna try to placate to them and be nice with them, but you're going to take some of them out. That's all. That's the only way it works. They must be removed now. Because I got a lot of this stuff on these this new information they're coming up with now. It is so bizarre what they're doing. And we know they're lying. What they're doing is such a joke. When I listen to the chief of police, matter of fact, I got a clip of him saying some of his goals before this even happened. But before we do that, I got to play one of my video with my crew on it. This video had me cracking up every time. They're going to ride it. You got to wind that thing up. Now watch when that horse come out the barn. I didn't know this was a trend because a bunch of people are doing this. I guess on TikTok. I didn't know. And these people are making a fool of themselves, and I'm having such fun laughing at them. That's the way she throws her head back when she taking off like them horses when they come out them stalls. Ride it, horses in the stable. Oh my God. I'ma never live that one down. That one just cracks me up every damn time I see it. Horses in the stable. All right, here's I was calling Pepe Le Pew, but he's not Pepe Le Pew because Pepe Le Pew is too smooth. Even though he may look a little bit, Pepe Le Pew is the skunk, but he's kind of suave. He's more like Speedy Gonzalez because he was of Latin descent, Speedy Gonzalez. But here's Speedy Gonzalez talking about
down one-on-one with Providence Police Colonel Oscar Perez. It's been 6 months since Colonel Perez took over the department.
And as the first person of color to be chief of police in the city, Colonel Perez spoke.
Why can't they hire a person of color who's competent? Why is it that they always hire a person of color that's not competent? If you're going to hire a person of color, could you get a competent one? They have competent people of color. But the left is always going to go get somebody who's not qualified and says, see.
To 12 News reporter Adriana Rosas Rivera about why it's important for him to diversify the force.
See, you already know what he's going to be about right here. This is why we can't find the damn shooter. And by the way, I got a video. A fellow says that there's 1,200 cameras in the building, but the specific building that the shooter came out, there's no camera there. And the reason there's no camera there, according to one of the reporters, who's a Latina too, he literally says the problem is that because of sanctuary city laws, I don't know how that has nothing to do with it. They took down the camera because they didn't want to help ICE. This is the theory. The reason there was no camera at this particular location when the shooter comes out, I guess the shooter knew, because they was trying to make sure ICE wasn't able to look at the cameras to be able to be helped. If this is true, somebody needs to go to jail for that.
Recruitment efforts for the next Providence Police Academy are underway as the department looks to increase their numbers. But Perez tells me they don't just want more officers, they want more perspectives.
We're a majority minority city.
Oscar.
What is Oscar talking about? What did he just say? I don't even know what the hell he said.
They want more perspectives.
We're a majority minority city.
We're majority. What? Does anybody know what the hell Oscar just said? Because I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Oscar Perez coming into the top job at Providence Police with a task: recruit more officers. The department currently counts on 400 officers with a new academy starting in February 2024.
Learn more about the great
Part of what he hopes to find in new recruits is different perspectives.
Besides the color of the skin, to really understand what it means to police South Providence, the West End, only.
Fool, y'all can't even catch a damn criminal with all these damn cameras. Does anybody got confidence that Oscar's gonna do a good job? And I got another funny clip of what the FBI is doing to make it even more of a joke. The FBI is out here 3 days after the shooting, out here kicking the snow around. Y'all haven't searched that area yet? And by the way, Oscar is admitting, I think it was 40 students in the class, and now we find out that it wasn't a teacher they were targeting it. There's a young lady in the class, I think her name is Ella Cook. They say they was targeting her. She's a Republican and a Christian. They said she's the one who was killed. That said that was the main target that they were looking for. Why haven't the media told us this? A young lady who's a Christian, who's a conservative? Y'all, you mean to tell me y'all didn't tell us that the shooter was looking for some damn jihadist, some probably pro-Palestine fella or girl?
The east side of Providence.
Currently, 62% of the force is white, 23% is Hispanic or Latino, 12% is African American, and 3% is Asian.
All we care about is how many is qualified. We don't care about their skin color. Who's qualified?
Perez says diversity and cultural competency can influence policing.
When you have an officer that responds to a call, and I'll put myself as an example, a Latino call, and there's a party going on, or a Puerto Rican party, or a Colombian party, we tend to be loud. And so if you're not used to and understand.
So wait a minute. So if you are a Puerto Rican, he says a Latino descent, you can be louder at a party. Is that what he's saying? Is that the way you're going to do police work?
You know what that means. You may escalate a situation that did not require an escalation.
As for why
See, now we got to understand people. I don't know. Noise is noise, damn it. I don't care what your damn background is.
he thinks the department hasn't increased diversity throughout the years.
And by the way, anybody can be loud. There's loud whites, there's loud Greek, Jews, blacks. It doesn't make no damn difference. Loud is loud. Because I don't care what your damn nationality. I don't want you too damn loud around me.
Many minorities in our community.
Now you understand why they can't find the shooter, because this fella's in charge. I rest my case, Your Honor.
See this profession as something that is not interested to them, and it could be because of negative interactions with officers.
Perez says the key is to educate young people of color on what this job entails and why they should join the force.
Okay, now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna let you see the FBI 3 days after the suspect is still at large, and they haven't interviewed none of the eyewitnesses in the classroom, according to a report. Here's the FBI 3 days after the shooting. Get Cash Patel out there. He be able to see stuff because with them damn eyes, he ought to be able to see like Superman through stuff with them big ass eyes. Look at these clowns. This is a clown show.
You can see them that they're kicking the snow out of the way, methodically looking step by step, looking to see if there's anything in the snow at all that can help point them in the right direction in this investigation. And if you look over across the street, Seth, for those of us who show, let me see it right over here. There's that team as well. They're doing the exact same thing across the street.
We're looking right now at the FBI, who is gathered there as part of the investigation. And, John, at times we've seen them with actual rakes combing through some of the snow-covered ground there, some of the shrubs, some of the trees. They're obviously looking in very specific areas. Again, this is live.
Shouldn't they have done this, like, not wait 3 days where snow and people could have corrupted the scene and everything else? You can't make this up, man. We got to do better than this right here. I mean, is this the best we got in the country right here? I mean, they're kicking up the snow and stuff. Are you serious?
Live watching the FBI combing through, obviously looking for any bit of evidence to further this investigation live out of Providence, Rhode Island, John.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. See, what you have going on is that the deep state put people out in front who's incompetent. So then they can manipulate that ignorant person because they're too stupid. Kind of like they done Cash Patel and Dan Bongino and Pam Bundy. Oh, by the way, Dan Bongino is resigning. Oh, is he going to be back on the internet talking like a tough guy? So is he going to be removed out of the witness protection program? Because Dan Bongino was in the witness protection program. You do know that, right? And so he's been removed. He said he's leaving. Now watch when he goes back online, he's going to start talking like a tough guy again. Too late for that, Dan. I will never respect you now. I will never respect you now because now you're going to get up there and lie to us. Now, if you come back on the internet saying you had to say it, I'm going to say, shut up. I don't want to hear it. Now you admit you was in a hostage situation. But here is Dana Bash interviewing one of the eyewitnesses. This fella right here was in the classroom when the shooter came in the classroom. Now he's saying he don't know what the shooter screamed out. I don't believe him. But he said he saw the shooter. That's what this guy says. And there's about 40 more people in the class. So you mean to tell me that the FBI and the police department haven't interviewed the 40 people in the damn class? Can't make this up, man. What kind of operation are we running?
University students were studying for an exam Saturday afternoon when the shots started ringing out. And I want to bring in Joseph.
Wait a minute, Dana. Because they asked the president what the students was doing, and the president of the United States, the president of the university did not know what the people were doing in the class. So we're glad you cleared that up, that they were actually taking a damn test.
Maduro, who was a teaching assistant at Brown University,
He's a teaching assistant. Is it cold in the house, Mr. Teaching Assistant? Why you got a hoodie on? Is it that cold in the house? Or is he the dormitory or something? I don't know.
in the classroom leading a study session when the gunman opened fire. Thank you so much for being here. I am so sorry for what you had to witness. I'm glad that you are okay. Can you explain what went down?
It's hard to really put to words. It all really happened so fast. I think The number one thing for me is just making sure everybody's okay and, you know, the community is safe and everybody feels like there's some type of peace on campus.
Yeah, understandable. Can you just describe what was happening in the classroom when the gunman came in?
Yeah, we just finished up our last review session of the year. And then we ended a little bit late. It ended around like 4:03. And I was giving my closing remarks. And then as soon as everybody stood up and started exiting the room, we heard what sounded like gunshots outside the door. And we heard screaming from various students. And then about 5 seconds later, we see a gunman enter the room. And then he just screamed something and just started shooting.
So you saw the gunman enter the room where you were?
Yeah, I was standing in the front of the auditorium and he came through the back. So we pretty much directly made eye contact. And then as soon as that happened, I looked at my students and signaled them to.
Now stop right here. Do you find it a little suspicious that this fella is an eyewitness, along with what, like 40 more students are eyewitness? And the police department and the FBI is giving you some sketchy picture saying that this is this guy walking away. We don't have camera work. And for all we know, he could be left the country by now. Damn, it's been 3 days. He could have left the country. He could have drove to another country by now. So they haven't interviewed this guy. The police chief or the FBI hasn't interviewed this guy or any of his classmates to see what the hell was going on in the class. Because maybe they can give you some more pertinent information, get a sketch artist or some, try to jog their memory, but they're not doing any of this. They're too busy having all these damn press conferences telling us nothing.
Come to the front and then I just ducked.
And was the gunman shooting when he entered the room?
No, he came in, pointed the gun, and then he screamed something. I don't know what he said, and none of the other students know what he said. But
hold on a minute. Did you just catch what he says? He don't know what he says, neither do any of the other students. Did you ask all the students? Because how you going to speak for the other, 40 or 50 kids? What do you mean nobody heard what he said? I don't know. I mean, it's possible, I guess, you didn't understand what he said. Did he have an accent, though? See, that's what I would ask him. Did it sound American? Did it sound foreign? I mean, of course, if the FBI or the police department had interviewed him, we would know this.
Yeah, then he just started shooting right after that. So from that moment to the first gun.
Notice the question she's not asking him. What did it look like he was targeting a specific person in the class?
Shot. It was probably around 5 to 7 seconds.
So what I'm hearing you saying is that you already had heard the gunshot outside the classroom, and then all of a sudden he appeared in your classroom, screamed something, and
we heard what sounded like gunshots outside, yes, but my mind didn't necessarily go to gunshots right away, just because we're at Brown University. It's an Ivy League institution. You don't really assume the first loud sound you hear is gunshots until you see the gun right in front of you and you can see it going on.
I can't even imagine how terrifying that was. You're the person in charge. Let
me say it was terrifying, the damn people he was shooting. And what should irritate anybody is that some mother and father has lost their child. I think 9 others was injured. And they don't seem like there is no urgency to find this damn perpetrator. They're too busy trying to be politically correct. If they were doing their damn job as opposed to trying to stop ICE from actually deporting a bunch of damn illegals, you probably could get something done down there. It's an outrage. It's a freaking outrage.
The TA in the classroom helping these students study, and you look up and
Miss Dana says the CIA and the FBI work for the global elites. Our leaders are their puppets. These Satanists have diabolical operations planned worldwide. Is my opinion. No, that's not opinion. That's a fact, Miss Dana. That's facts. That's a fact right there.
There is a man with a gun, and he started.
I'm just, first of all, I mean, I hate to be petty about it, but if he's like assistant to the professor, why is he doing an interview with a hoodie on? And then on top of that, it seems like somebody else, did he try to contact the police to tell him what he knows? And did they just say, no, we don't want that information. We don't got time for that. We're not looking for real information. We want to pretend. Something suspicious about that. Miss Vernice McCall just hit us up and said, common sense, no nonsense. God bless you and Nurse Clever. Thank you so much, Miss Vernice McCall, and God bless you also. I don't know. It's just, the whole damn thing sounds like a bunch of BS to me because it don't look like they're looking for no damn body. I think after a while they're going to come up with some character and pretend like he's the shooter and he's not going to even be the damn shooter. Now I don't trust you. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't trust you at this particular point now. My man, Big Boy Howard, the Marine, just hit us up. Did Howard leave? Let me see if Howard said something here. He says, I'll make sure he didn't say. Howard. Oh, yeah, Howard says, I got to tell you, doctor, the Republican Party is full of cowards and blowhards who do nothing but talk. You know, I'm going to piggyback off what you just said, Big Boy Howard. Not only do they talk about what's done, now you remember about three weeks ago, Howard, was it 3 weeks or maybe even a month or so ago? Maybe been longer than that. They found out that they were spying on some sitting individuals for congressmen, senators. Has anybody been arrested for that? Nothing. Jack Smith was getting deposed today. He's still talking arrogant. And we found out that Merrick Garland lied on the oath too. I forgot to bring that one up because he said he signed off on this. Now we know as corrupt as Christopher Wray was, the report says that the FBI was telling the DOJ, we shouldn't go and run off into Mar-a-Lago because this search warrant is not good enough. And somebody at the DOJ says something about F what his rights is, let's go in there. So the DOJ ignored, even the corrupt FBI said y'all shouldn't go in there. So Merrick Garland perjured himself, and I'm sure somebody gonna be arrested. Yeah, right. Now, Dan Bongino, Mr. Witness Protection, Dan Bongino, he's stepping down, resigning. Good riddance. Could you take Cash Patel and Pam Bundy with you? Why don't they resign too, damn it? Because Donald Trump damn sure ain't got the balls to fire him. He needs to borrow Nancy Pelosi hands because Nancy Pelosi got bigger hands than Donald Trump. Might got bigger balls too, I'm just saying.
To shoot in the auditorium where you were leading the study session. I know it's probably a blur, but what unfolded from there?
As soon as he started shooting, I just wanted to make sure that the rest of the students and I were safe. And then from the time that transpired, I made sure to call 911 and DPS. And I tried to let them know the situation, but with it still being extremely fresh and it honestly feeling like super unreal, I couldn't really explain any real details other than that we were in the room of Barrison Holly 166. And
are you saying that the police department is not talking to you? I mean, we got an eyewitness. How many times does a cop not want to talk to eyewitnesses? Do you find it suspicious that they're not interested in talking to the damn eyewitness? This don't even make any damn sense.
I was with around 20 students hiding behind that desk. So it was mostly just mumbling, trying to get as much help as I can.
Around 20 students.
Dana Bash, she needs to go somewhere because this is a sorry interview. She's not asking him pertinent questions. Who was he targeting? Are you sure? Did you talk to all the students and each one of them said they don't know what he said? Because I don't believe you. I don't believe 30 people heard something and nobody has an opinion on what he said. I don't believe that. That's BS. I ain't buying that for 1 minute.
Students behind one desk. Can you describe the sort of physical layout of where you were a little bit more?
Yeah, so the desk is probably a length of around.
See, she asking stupid questions. I don't give a damn about the desk. I want to know about the damn shooter and who he was shooting.
10 feet or so, and we all just hid behind it as best as we could.
He wasn't looking for y'all. He came in there for a specific reason.
There wasn't too much space, but we made do because at the end of the day, we just all wanted to survive.
And was he shooting towards you?
He was shooting. The first couple gunshots went straight to the chalkboard, exactly where I was standing. So who knows, if I didn't duck, maybe I'm not here today.
Hold on a minute, fella. Now this is not lining up now. So you say he shot towards the chalkboard. That's not making any sense. Because unless the Ella, was that student up there by you? Because I want you to ask him, the person who he shot in the classroom, could you tell me who that was? And did it look like that was a target hit? That's what I like to know.
We don't know.
Did it appear indiscriminate, or did it appear that he was looking for somebody?
That part, I'm not too sure. As soon as I locked eyes with him and his gun, I immediately looked at my residence and dropped down, and I didn't look up until DPS was here telling us that everything was going to be okay.
Do you have any sense of how long he was in the classroom shooting before he left?
Ask him, do he think he know who it is?
It honestly felt like an eternity. So I don't know how long. Time just went.
Or any of the...
Hey, Eric DeWell, this is not your cousin, is it, Eric? Is Eric in there? Eric, this is not your cousin, is it? This. The more they talk, the less I understand it. They're confusing me even more.
The students who you were trying to protect injured?
There was actually a girl who was sitting right next to me. She had 2 bullets in her legs, and she's currently at the hospital right now.
Oh, Eric said, hell no.
What's her status? How is she doing? Do you know?
I left the hospital yesterday, so I don't know her exact status, but I gave her a call yesterday, and she was in good spirits, and I know her surgery is taking place this morning, so I'm just praying.
Okay, I done had enough of him. I want to bring in this fella here who says there's 1,200 cameras in the building. 1,200.
1,200 cameras located throughout the campus. We don't publish the locations of the cameras. That would.
Okay. He said there's 1,200 cameras in the building. Excuse me. And they don't publish whether, in other words, there are hidden cameras that it's kind of like a PD's house. The cameras are hitting and you don't know where the cameras are at. Well, evidently, y'all didn't have any hidden that y'all could see this fella in this classroom or leaving out the classroom, or did you remove these?
Give a map to somebody to evade detection on the cameras. So that would be counterproductive to do that. There are cameras in this building, and as I answered the previous question, we have turned over all evidence that we are holding at Brown to law enforcement and are cooperating fully with them.
So you're saying that there's a camera, you're saying there's cameras in the building. I was told yesterday there wasn't cameras in the building. The Attorney General said, old building, no cameras, attached to a new building with cameras.
I believe he said that there were 2 different phases of the building that might have 2 different levels of technology.
No, he didn't.
Again, all video imagery has been turned over to law enforcement.
That doesn't make sense to a lot of people.
It doesn't make sense. I agree with him. That doesn't make any sense. Yesterday, the guy says there was no camera because it's an old building. He said he didn't really say that. It contradicts what you're saying right now. You're lying. Somebody's not being forthcoming. Now, and here's another guy. He's something about the Providence police, some kind of major. Why he sound like he drunk or something? I don't know what his problem is. This police officer here. Let me see if I can pull him up. I got one of the dumbest police departments I've ever seen in my life down there. Where y'all get these boys from? Let me see if I can find this police officer. And the more they try to answer the questions, it's the more it seems confusing. Okay, listen to this guy. There's supposed to be some kind of police major.
In furtherance of the investigation into the Brown University shooting. There's really not much I can tell you, like I told you before, but it's just the investigation running its course. Now, this investigation, it's got to be run.
Is he got cotton mouth or something? Has he been drinking?
Right, and sometimes we have to do things that aren't in the public view as of yet. Not that we're hiding anything. It's just the way we work. So that's why we haven't been able to give you much information. But we're trying to do the best job we can.
He's a damn liar. You're not trying to do the best job you can. You can stop that lie right now. You stop that freaking lie right now. My man John just says, Doc, I don't think Providence Police Chief Tiny Perez, that's a good name for him. Tiny Perez, that's what we're going to call him, knows what he's doing. John, I'm sure of it. Mr. Tiny Perez doesn't have a clue what he's doing. That's what we're going to call him, Tiny Perez. And look at this cottonmouth clown right here. What is he talking about?
And some things we have to keep, out of the public light until we're ready to come out with everything.
Have you interviewed the witnesses? Have any of the witnesses that were in the class, have they been interviewed? That's all I want to know, Cottonmouth.
Give us a sense of how complicated the room is as far as items in there. Is there a lot? Is there a lot to go through?
No, I'm not going to say.
Are there multiple rooms?
No.
Just the one?
Yeah, one room.
You don't know.
And that's it. Okay.
What do you make of the FBI's assistance with this complex investigation? Providence, of course, called in the FBI for assistance. So how have they been affecting the response with the evidence response team and their apparatus?
They called us, offered their help. And in a situation like this, we take all the help we can get. We are the primary agency. We're in charge of the investigation. We greatly appreciate any other agency's help.
Well, first of all, you're lying right here, because when the FBI comes in, they don't give a damn about none of your investigation. They take over. So I don't believe you. It's something suspicious about everything these people are saying now. I think I had another video clip of Tiny Perez. That's what John called him. I like that name. And for some reason, every time one of them talk, they contradict what the other one said. See, you got to have a good memory if you're a liar. You need a good memory, but you don't have to have a good memory if you're not lying.
Can you now explain to us 5 days later how many students were in that classroom? Sadly, 2 lost their lives, 9 others injured.
The question is, how many students was in that classroom?
Encouraged about the update today, but can you now say how many kids were in that classroom, and did the gunman come in from the back so these people never knew it was coming, or did he come in front with full view of everybody?
And that's all part of the interviews, and actually we're cooperating with Brown to get the roster. That was a study hall, so we don't have the number. We're still getting information.
This clown, remember yesterday we played the clip? He didn't even know if the videos that they recorded was from the inside or outside. He don't even know how outside look. He's so freaking. Tiny Perez has no clue what he's talking about. None.
Information as far as who was there. I know Brown sent out an email to the students to notify us if they were present, and we're still getting that, so I can't give you an exact account now.
Really? For some reason, I just don't have a bunch of confidence in you, Tiny Perez. Now, I think I have, did I give everybody let me make sure I didn't Miss anybody on the shout out? Hold on a minute. Oh, I forgot. Miss Venus Montgomery down in California. Her and her husband. Thank you so much, Miss Venus. To you and your husband. Hope y'all doing good. Down in California. She's not in the liberal part of California either. Her and her husband moved to more of a conservative part of California. And my man, CJ McNaughton, is a monthly supporter. Thank you so much there, CJ, and God bless you. Now, I have this clip here, and this clip is, see if I got it here. Hold on a minute. What did I do with that? Oh, it was this. No, this was a funny clip here. This has nothing to do with it, but I'm gonna show you the suspect. It looked like he may have an accomplice. Now, you may have saw that video. I'm gonna let you see that. But I want you to hear what this fellow from Australia is. We played a clip of him the other day, and he's saying that they don't have freedom over in Australia like we do.
And I don't apologise for the fact that we don't have the same free speech laws that they have in the United States.
He said he don't apologize that y'all don't have free speech like they got in the United States. Now, they're trying to stop our free speech over here too, buddy.
And I don't apologise for the fact that we don't have the same free speech laws that they have in the United States. It's clear that we don't. We don't have the same set of regulations. It's not embedded in our Constitution the same way it is in the US. But I would argue that in 2025, within our community, with people from different races and religions from all over the world, we need a set of rules that's good for us, that works for our community, and I think these are consistent with those changes.
He's such a clown. This dude is such a clown. Such a freaking clown. Miss Dana says, fact, Israel stood down for 7 hours on October the 7th. It is always CIA, FBI, Mossad, and MI6. Cases never get solved. These are Satanists. In my opinion, it's not the Jews, the Catholics, the Muslims. They are Satanists. I agree with you. I agree with the other state. All governments are corrupt. I just want to make that clear. All governments are corrupt. It's just that some governments are more corrupt than others. And when they want to assassinate somebody, the case really never gets solved. Do you really think they've really solved who killed JFK? Well, they happened in 63. I mean, that's 62 years ago, and they ain't even saw that yet. So you're gonna never know who actually did it to Charlie Kirk, because I wouldn't be surprised if all of them worked together. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised. Nothing surprises me at this point. Nothing. I do mean nothing. Miss Clever said you sent him back to his cave. Did my man Steak take somebody out? Was somebody now flapping their gums about something? So I had another clip. Let me see if I can find it. They said this is a Simmelman. And I use that term very loosely, a Simmelman, because he don't seem like a man. I mean, that's why I'm using, I don't know what his pronouns is. But, and I got a funny clip because Candace Owens was interviewed by Piers Morgan. Now, I don't agree with everything that they were, both of them was, in some senses, Piers Morgan was right about some, and in some senses, Candace Owens was. But it was one funny clip in there. I'm going to let you listen to it after we listen to the Assembly Man. And I don't know, I think that you misgendering him by saying Assembly Man, because he may be a symbol they or a that.
Asking the public to please stop referring to him as the brown shooter.
Is this AI? This has got to be AI, man. This can't be real.
As this has an inherently Islamophobic connotation. The public to please.
This has got to be AI.
Stop referring to him as the brown shooter, as this has an inherently Islamophobic connotation.
No, it's actually
and
it's because of the university. It's not because of the
Brown because of Brown University, not because of the color of skin. Right. We are also asking the public to please stop posting photos of Mufasa Carmax.
Stop posting photos of Mustafa. That's not Mustafa. That's Arnold Horshack. Hold on a minute. I put the video up. I I put a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up again. What else gonna put on there? Hold on a minute. I want to show you, just so you. And it looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger had a Palestinian flag even on Welcome Back, Kotter. I want to just show it to you, because I told you he looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Y'all remember? Some of y'all might not be old enough to remember Arnold Schwarzenegger from Welcome Back, Kotter. Welcome back, welcome. See, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And doesn't that look like one of those Palestinian flags that Mustafa have on? It looked the same. And this is Arnold Schwarzenegger raising his hand like, ooh, 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 ooh. And they go, John Travolta used to be Benny, what's it, Boom Boom, Benny, I can't remember his name. Vinny Barbarino, I think that was his name on there. And here's the whole crew. Arnold Schwarzenegger always got that dumb look on his face. This is him now. He look a little different now. He still look like a flaming liberal. He probably got a Free Palestine thing too. But anyway, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We would, for the sake of diversity, really like to.
This is AI thing. This dude is not serious. This got to be AI. My man Mustafa.
Pin this on a different ethnicity, because it is unfair to keep blaming Islam for every violent act they commit.
I used to love Welcome Back, Kotter. Used to watch it all the time. They don't put no show like that on it because it probably offends some damn body. Like All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, those shows right there kind of be offensive now. They wouldn't even put on Good Times because the Good Times, the father was strong in the home. He wasn't a buffoon like Al Bundy. They don't have that kind of stuff no more. No, got to make them look weak. Got to make sure all the men look weak. Either they're kind of gay, the men, or either they are like a bumbling idiot. One of the two. They can't have no strong. Because you remember like even shows like Leave It to Beaver or The Brady Bunch or Happy Days, The Cosby Show. They had regular acting men on these shows. I know Dr. Hooks will put a little something in your drink, but hey.
Let's do better.
Let's do better. Let's do better. I don't know, these kind of dads they got. Every time you watch a show, watch some of these shows. I was watching for a little while. It was a show. He was on Netflix. I can't remember what it was. It was a lawyer on there. It was good for the first 2 or 3 seasons was good. And then they made the main character a wimp. He was a lawyer, top-rated lawyer. Can't remember the damn name of the sitcom now. I watched it for a while, but once that leader become wimpy, I can't watch it no more. I don't care if it's a crime show, a drama, action show. Once you make the hero be a wimp, I'm turning it off. Can't take it. I will not have that hero being a wimp. Not gonna do it. Will not do it. What did I do with the I want you to see the person of interest. Now, I want you to pay attention closely. You see where that circle's at? Now, that's supposed to be the shooter. Now, over here, you're going to see a person walking towards the shooter. And then the shooter takes off running this way. And then that person comes over here. It's like there was a meeting spot. And they do something right here. Watch it. Now, this person coming right here, and that person takes off. You see that? And this person here, you're going to see them come right through here, and they're going to go over here to meet that person. And they're chatting about something. So there's actually 2 people. They said it was a lone shooter, but it looks like it may be 2 people at least involved. And they go over here. So when he saw this person coming, he ran over to the spot. It's 2 of them. The one here was supposed to be the big guy from initial, but this guy's supposed to be helping him. You can see, I'm going to play it one more time. He's right there. As soon as he sees this fella, he takes off. You see that? And then this fella walks to this spot, and then he comes over and he chats with this fella, the one who's supposed to be the shooter. I don't know. It's something suspicious about the whole setup. I don't know. But I'm not buying the narrative. Yeah, I think they know. Vicky said she feel like they know I think they know who the shooter is. I think they already know. Just like they know who the bomber was. They be knowing stuff, but they lie about it. Just like they know who cocaine was in the White House that dropped off, and they're trying to pretend like they don't know who's it. And they got cameras in there too. So I feel like remember the video we showed you the other day, the guy with the red car? He was at Walmart and somebody hit his car. You see how upset he was about his car being hit? This is how I feel about the government not arresting people from the deep state. I feel just like this fella.
You hit my motherfucking car. How the fuck you hit it? You got to be motherfucking crazy. All right, my motherfucking ass. How the fuck you hit this goddamn car?
Man, that Negro is hot.
Don't tell me to calm down. Don't say shit to me. You can fix it. No, you ain't fixing this. No, you're not. No, you're not. I want a brand new motherfucking car. You're not fixing this. No. This is mine. You're not fixing this. I want a brand new motherfucking car. You're gonna make sure of that. No, you're not.
This is how I feel every day listening to Cash Patel and Pam Bundy and the rest of this buffoonery going on. This is how I feel. This man said, I had my car parked right here for no reason. You come out and just hit my car. See, we could be minding our own business. They shut down the country talking about COVID, Anthony Fauci. Nobody's going to jail. You know what pisses me off? Is that I know nobody's going to jail. I know no matter what they find out every damn day, I'm sick of this every day. Sean Hannity or somebody else reveals some new information about all of the crimes that they have committed. Not one single SOB has been indicted to go to jail yet. How much more damn information you need? I'm like this guy right here. You can't fix the car. It's wrecked. You can't fix this. America has been wrecked by these politicians, both Republicans and Democrats, and they run for office, and then they start telling us they get these people over here saying one thing, they get these people over here saying one thing, and the government had you arguing with yourself, amongst yourself, but the real enemy is the SOBs who's in charge. The real enemy is your FBI, your DOJ, your CIA, and the filthy media who keeps lying for them. These are the same people who lied about there was Russian collusion, knowing damn well there wasn't no Russian collusion. They perjured themselves under oath. Hillary perjured herself, destroyed classified information. Joe Biden was taking bribes. Crackhead Hunter Biden. Who believes Hunter Biden was a viable person in the Russians and the Chinese and the Mexicans and the Ukrainians would have negotiated with a known crackhead if they wasn't getting some favors from his freaking pedo dad? Are you freaking kidding me? If you believe what the government is peddling, I got some swampland that used to be a graveyard. I want to sell it to you. Oh, the house, don't worry. The house is wonderful. It's toxic waste under here, but you'll be fine. Drink the water too. They do everything they can to lie. They break every law, insider trading, and they pretend like they're on our side. I'm sick of the Democrat. I've been sick of the Democrat, but I'm sick of the Republicans too. I'm sick of Rand Paul, Marjorie Taylor Greene, what's his name? What's the Speaker of the House name again? Whatever that clown's name. I'm sick of him too. All they do is get on TV grandstanding, pretending like we're fighting for justice. You ain't doing a damn thing. Sick of all that. I'm sick of Donald Trump making excuses for Pam Bundy and Cash Patel acting as if you're Johnson. That's his name, Miss Dana. Thank you. Mike Johnson. Thank you there, Jeff. He's a piece of trash, too. All of them been stealing our money. You can go back to every administration. Matter of fact, we can start with Nixon because Nixon took away the gold standard. That's where he effed up. Forget Watergate. Watergate is child's play compared to all the other stuff they've been doing. You can go get Reagan. You can go get Bush 1, 2. You can get Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, all of them. They all do this. How in the hell are we spending this kind of money? Does any of these people who's been in office in the last 50 years, go look at everybody who's been in office. I don't care if they're a senator, congressman, or a damn president. I guarantee you their bank account did not go down, but the debt of the American people went up. The Social Security, they stole your own, but theirs didn't go down. See, these bastards know what they're doing. You can't tell me that they can run the country and like they're like driving a one of those, you know, those bumper cars that you have. I used to call Joe Biden Bumper Car Joe. It's like those bumper cars. The purpose of the bumper cars is to run into somebody. Have you ever remember those bumper cars you used to get into? And you're supposed to go bump people. And that's what these politicians are doing. They're using our economy. They're using our freedom as bumper cars. Here they are playing with the healthcare system. I don't trust none of them at this point. That's including Susie Wiles. I don't trust her either. Don't give a damn what nobody says. Here you are telling me about they letting the FDA pass medicine, putting dye in stuff. They know it ain't good for you. The FDA, everybody who worked at the FDA in the last 50 years need to be in prison. Matter of fact, they need to be put in front of a firing squad as far as I'm concerned. They are allowing food that they know ain't good for you. They allow medicine they know ain't good for you. They inject it in the animals. They put pesticide all on the damn plants. And then they tell you to trust what they're saying. This is why I don't trust doctors, never have. This is why whenever the government tells me to do something, I go out my way to do the opposite. I've been like this ever since I was a child. When I was 8 years old, I remember my aunt, may her soul rest in peace. My Aunt Kay, that was her name, my mom's sister. I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I was telling her, I don't trust the police. I don't trust these people and stuff. And she looked at me and started laughing like, what did this boy know about not trusting the damn government? I didn't even trust him when I was a kid. I didn't know what I was talking about, but I didn't even trust him when I was a kid. Somebody lying to me all the damn time. Can't stand nobody look me right in my face and tell me a bold-faced lie. No, I don't believe what the hell you saying. You know what I actually miss in this country now? I'm going to tell you what I actually miss in this country. I miss the time in this country where little boys knew that they were a little boy, and little girls knew they were little girls. There was no 3 different kind of restroom, male and female, damn it. You know what else I miss in this country? And I really do miss it. I miss where if granddaddy shook somebody's hand and made a deal, it was better than having a 200-page contract now, because a 200-page contract means nothing, because they'll go get a fancy lawyer, and that fancy lawyer go start combing through there and says, we can find a way we can get out of this. But if granddaddy shook your hand, word was bond. Whatever he said, he's going to do just that. Now these bastards will look you straight in your face. You catch them in a lie. They start calling you a conspiracy person. I didn't call them in a lie. Are you out your freaking mind? I get it. Your word meant something back in the day. Your word don't mean nothing now. Bastards get mad because you catch them lying. You lie to me. Don't get mad at me because you lie to me. No, I don't believe nothing you saying now. I done caught you in a lie already. 3 or 4 different lies. None of us are perfect. You can make a mistake. But when I know you're purposely telling me lies, Anthony Fauci needs to be under a prison. You know what I actually miss in this country too? I miss in this country where you can say Merry Christmas and no damn body got triggered. You can talk about a nativity scene and nobody got triggered. Now they're talking about trans this and trans that and drag show. The drags want to read to the damn kindergartners at school. Are you out your damn mind or something? That's what I miss. I miss when America, I'm not saying America was perfect, but I miss those kind of days where the little boys played in the street, and when they saw the car coming, you guys said, car coming, and we get out the street to the car pass, and then we start back playing. You can't even see no damn kids playing in the neighborhood no more. They all up in the house. They don't even play outside no damn more. I miss when you see kids riding the bicycle. You just turn down the neighborhood, all these kids was playing and stuff. You don't see that no damn more. They're in the house, they pumping them full of drugs. Send them outside, let them exercise a little bit. That'll be good for them, but you can't do that no more because it may hurt somebody's feelings. You know what I also miss in America? I miss the days where grown-ass men didn't get offended every time somebody said any little thing, and all of a sudden they need some kind of counseling or something. I miss the days when in school, just because somebody got their feelings hurt online or something happened, everybody had to get counseling or take some damn drugs or something. This is outrageous. We are living, I feel sorry for the kids now because they don't have any childhood. You go to school. See, I didn't even know what the teachers, what their preference was, whether they was married or not. Because they didn't wear their feelings on their shoulders. All these unstable teachers teaching kids. I wish we can just get back to regular schooling because I miss the days where teachers could bust your behind at school and nobody was jumping on the teachers. Not ever. Don't you miss the days where I can watch the news without another parent being killed? Just in November, some idiot kills his mother, tries to kill his brother. His brother had to kill him because he killed his mother. Oh, I miss the days where no kid was jumping on their damn parents. They had to show some kind of respect. Elders got some respect. You didn't hear it time and time again. I miss the days when people said you can't go in the store and steal it. Everybody knew what was wrong to steal. Now you can't say that because the propagandists has went ballistics and they made it where you can't even speak the facts and the truth anymore because that may be considered as offensive to someone. They've changed the whole English language. You can't say that it's a they can't be a them. That's plural. You said no. That's how they see it. Wouldn't give a damn. They need to be institutionalized. Bring back mental asylums. These psych wards need to be opened back up. And some of these people need to be stuck in there. It ain't offensive because they need help. But we got to pretend to be politically correct. It was a such thing as right and wrong. Nobody was justifying people robbing and stuff. Well, they made them do it. He said some words and he made you. It's just their fault because you killed him. Are you serious? Yeah, I miss those kind of damn days. See, they used to have regular days where people used to act like they was regular. This is an outrage. It's something wrong with these damn people. I done got the rampant, and my dear Clever then gave me a super chat because she says that I'm speaking the facts. Well, thank you, my love, my sweet Clever. Don't you miss the days where there was a such thing as right and wrong? You don't miss when everybody knew it was right. There's no way in the world. Neither one of my grandparents ever went to college. But if my grandparents was living right now, and if you came and told my grandmother or my grandfather, either one of them, that stealing was okay, that a man could become a woman, boy, my grandma would say something like that, baby, we need to go ahead and call Russ for him, baby, because there's something wrong with that boy, something wrong with that girl. They ain't right in the head, baby. They not right in the head, baby. She don't even mean any harm. She said, we just need to pray for him. Jesus, please take the wheel because there's something wrong with him, Jesus. I don't know what's wrong with these people. The world is so dangerous. My grandma lived in the country, both of them. And I remember we used to go up there and visit sometimes. And my grandma, my dad's grandma used to always say this, baby, I'm just so concerned with y'all down there in the city. They so dangerous. I can imagine if she was living there. Grandma, you thought it was dangerous then. You ain't seen nothing yet. Mama, I just wish just for a week, my grandma could come back and I could talk to her and I started looking at this grandma. She said, oh Lord, don't tell me no more, baby. My soul just troubling my soul. Because we're dealing with demons today. There are demons in high places. And the thing against me is that they'll come on here and tell you some of the most cockamamie bull stories you've ever seen, and then they'll look you right in your face and say, it's a conspiracy. I dare you spread this conspiracy. Has anybody been held accountable for all the lies they told during COVID, the mask work? Let me tell you something. I double dog dare anyone to go look up a dust mask. You can go look it up. Matter of fact, you can go tell you what to do. I'm gonna show you just a little test. Most of you, they used to call it an MSDS sheet, material safety data sheet. Now they just call it a safety data sheet. Let's get a product, let's say like phenol, PHENOL. Look up phenol and look up the safety precautions if you're inhaling phenol. It's not even a infectious disease. And see if a dust mask is acceptable for that. And then go look up any infectious disease and say, what are the type of safety equipment that you need to handle something like this, and see if dust mask comes up. Anthony Fauci, everybody in the CDC, just about everybody in the health department all need to be arrested. They knew damn well no damn dust mask could have helped you if that disease was deadly as they say it was. Then they told you, if you take this particular jab, you won't get it. They knew that was a lie. And then people start just passing out. You know what they say is, you damn conspiracies. There's nothing wrong with this. They're passing out because that's what happened. I even did a video when that little football player for the New York Giants collapsed on the field. I said, that's a little suspicious. He took the jab. And then you start saying something. And then some of these dumbass so-called media folks start telling you it was crazy for saying that it had something to do with this. They said that's outrageous. Some of them even said it and call you just saying this, the ouchie Fauci is not true. What's that? Officer Tatum was one of them saying it. He the one told that bold-faced lie right there. I remember because I did a video, and I don't usually call out the other YouTube, but I said, can you believe this Negro actually gonna come on here and act like that was viable because he was getting clicks? They told him to say it. You can't come back later on now and try to act like you're credible. I in my mind, I already know all the ones who I knew was lying. This is why I don't listen to some of your favorite YouTubers now. That's why I don't pay attention, because they didn't lie too much now. They'll go with any conspiracy, and later on, everybody come back and they didn't revamp themselves. Now, I remember what you're saying. I just don't say nothing. I be remembering what you're saying. Just like some of y'all get mad if I say something about Candace. I didn't remember all the stuff she just said that wasn't true. I remember it like it was yesterday. Now, she's right about some things, just like some of they're not right or wrong about everything. But here's an exchange from Candace Owens and Piers Morgan. This was, I don't know, this was a funny. This one was funny to me now. I got to admit, this one kind of had me cracking up. I'm not going to even lie. This one kind of cracked me up. Because this is the way she said it, and then Piers Morgan had to defend it. and when you have to defend if a woman has a penis, it's gonna sound funny. Even if you was right, it's gonna sound funny. Let me show you. Here is let's see if I got that clip. Oh man, this one had me laughing. When she told Piers Morgan, she says, Brigitte Macron has a penis. Boy, I was undone with that one. Is this the one?
Why would he say that?
Okay, wait a minute. Is that the right one? I think this is the one.
I told the Alex Jones story is he did incredibly well out of Sandy Hook with his investigations. But as was established in the court case against him, brought by the families eventually, and I think we're going to see the same thing with Brigitte Macron.
Oh man, now he's right about this. I tried to tell everybody. Some of y'all still shouting this. That Sandy Hook was a false narrative. But when you went to court, all that changed. I told them. I said, y'all need to stop saying that, man. I'm telling you, it was actually Didn't believe me. I said, I bet you won't go say it in court. And then when they went drug them to court, all of them changed their story. Alex Jones had to try to change the story when you got to court because it's a different court now. You ain't just saying it on it, it's a court system now. And none of that, they didn't even repeat the same stuff they were saying on the internet. But listen to this exchange here.
Case against him brought by the families eventually, and I think we're going to see the same thing with Brigitte Macron and you, is that he was weaponizing deliberate lies for money. And I think you
Brigitte
did that.
Macron has a penis. I really want
Brigitte
you to know
Macron
that.
does not have a penis.
He actually says it. She says Brigitte Macron has a penis. He said he doesn't have a penis. He doesn't have a penis. You can't make this up.
Is that he was weaponizing deliberate lies for money. And I think you
Brigitte
did that.
Macron has a penis. I really want you to know
Brigitte Macron
that.
does not have a penis.
Brigitte Macron has a penis.
No, she doesn't.
I'm sorry.
She had three children.
Did she get it removed?
She had 3 children.
Oh my God. Yeah, you can have adoptive children. You can call some.
This is gonna go down in history. They're arguing about this Brigitte Macron has a penis.
Body, but Brigitte Macron was born a dude named Jean-Michel Trogneux.
Well,
you know what? I actually think she's right. You know why? If somebody says that a female, it's so easy to prove and disprove this. We can go do a live DNA test and you can prove if you was born a man. You can't hide it. So why didn't it, instead of all this lawsuit and all this kind of stuff, what I would do is, I would say, you lie, I'm gonna take a public test, then I'm gonna sue you for everything you got. But they didn't do that. They tried to shut her up. So she must be right about it, because if somebody was gonna accuse you of being a freaking opposite sex, you don't start this threatening and cease and desist and stuff. First of all, you laugh it off. It's a joke, but it's not a joke, because Candace is not the first one that brought this up. It was some French reporters who they locked up for bringing this up initially.
I just feel, I want you to know that. I want you to know that Brigitte Macron probably stands peeing up. Probably.
Now that's funny. I got to admit. She says she stands peeing up. She's standing up peeing. Michelle Obama does too.
Okay.
Standing up is what I want you to know.
The beauty is we have a big bet.
I think
we have a big bet, and we're going to find out because it's going to court. And you will lose that court case. I think you will.
That's funny. I don't care what nobody said. That's funny as hell. She says that just point blank, Brigitte Macron has a penis. That one cracks me up. When I heard that, I couldn't help but to laugh. And then he had to defend it by saying, no, she doesn't. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I mean, it's so ridiculous. Think about that. If somebody says Melania has a penis, everybody will start laughing. But they're not laughing now. They're not laughing now. They're getting offended. I think she's right. I think Brigitte Macron might have a penis. I'm just saying. Because if somebody accuse you of this right here, do you get this angry? Like if somebody says the doctor of common sense is a woman. He was born a woman. You think I'm going to get all offended about it right now? I'm going to start laughing with you. I'm going to start joking with you. And I'm going to say, let's bet money. We can do a live test. How much do you want to bet on that one? But they didn't do that. See, when you start hollering too loud, it means the dog you hit when you throw that rock is the one that's hollering. And Brigitte Macron, and the way that Brigitte slapped Emmanuel that time, just palmed his face, like, get out of my face, nigga. And it seems to me that he's the man in the situation. Because remember that we was getting off that plane? She said, get out of my face. just palmed his face, but that was so damn funny. My sweet clever said, Bunyan, he is not a woman. Jeff said Doc would drop his pants live. Brigitte Macron. I mean, who argues that point? Once you start arguing this case, you have already lost, because there's no way you should have to argue this case. We shouldn't have to go through all this rigmarole. Just take the test and then sue her if you're right. Dragging it through court. Allegedly, Mr. Emmanuel Macron called President Trump and told Candace Owens to tell Candace Owens to stop. Are you serious? I mean, that means it's got to be true because I'm not going to go call you and telling my wife is a woman. That is wild. That is a wild story. I'm sorry, but that's wild right there. That don't even make any sense to me. That means you got to be guilty of something because I'm not going to argue if my wife is a, that's ridiculous. But of course, they're making the argument. Now, you remember Debbie, little Debbie from, if you probably saw some of her cakes, like the oatmeal cakes, the little Debbie oatmeal cakes. Now, every time I show you a clip of little Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she has a Jerry curl. Now, I want you to know that I don't know any blacks that still wear Jerry curls. If you find one, please let me know so I can make fun of them. Because I don't know, if Rick James was alive today, even he wouldn't wear a Jerry curl. No blacks are wearing Jerry. Did I know it? Now, it probably is a couple of them. Somebody going to send me, my uncle is 78 years old. He still got a curl. Please send me that S curl with that Jerry juice dripping all over the place. But Debbie Wasserman Schultz has a Jerry curl. Would somebody please tell this white liberal that Jerry curls is gone out? Girl, they don't wear Jerry curls no more. Do you not know that?
What is the bigger threat to America right now, American values, American life? Islamophobia or jihad?
Look at her. Her face don't even look real either. This used to be Hillary's girl right here. But look at the hair. Does her face even move? Oh, she looks kind of scary. She needs to be under jail too. The girl got a Jerry curl and a ducktail looking Jerry curl. Now, do you know what a ducktail is? Because my brother had a ducktail one time. He thought it was tight too. A Jerry curl ducktail. Oh yeah, he thought it was tight when Jerry curls was out. Well, you couldn't tell him nothing, boy, with that fresh Jerry curl, that little ducktail on it right there. See, girl got a ducktail Jerry curl. Girl, those went out. Was that 78 when that went out? I think it was 78 when that went out. Wait a minute. Strengthening Homer says, I'm white as vanilla pudding and still wear a Jerry curl. Would you email it to me right now so I can put the picture up? Please do that for me. If you white and you got a Jerry curl, email the picture to me right now. I swear I'll put it up. I want to see that. I don't believe you. E.T. the doctor at my man Steak has the email. If you email, I want to put that. I don't believe you. I don't believe you got a Jerry curl. I want to see it right now. We can wait because I want to see if you got a Jerry curl. I'm going to put that up right now. I've been trying to find me another white with a Jerry curl. You guys say you got an S curl too. Please send me that email. Fella, we want to see that. Anybody want to see the Jerry curl? Because I want to see it. Strengthen Homer Norsey, I think it is. I'm white as vanilla pudding. I still wear a curl. I want to see that curl. Can we get that curl going? Please. Please send it to me. I want to compare this to Debbie. Come on now. Come on. Let me check my email because I want to see if you. I don't believe you. I don't think you got a curl. I think you just pulling my leg. I think you pulling my leg. I don't believe you. I'm from Missouri now. You got to show me. I'm in my email right now. I'm just waiting for you to take a picture and send it to me. Whenever you send it, just let me know because I'm gonna put your picture up. We want to see that. I want to see. I've been trying to look for somebody with a damn Jerry curl. I need to see that because I can't wait to get me a good laugh. Please, 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 please send it to us so we can have ourselves a good laugh. Now, come on now, be a good sport about it. Yes, my love. Hello? Huh? Oh, you don't have it anymore? Oh, man, come on. Why don't you go get your Jerry curl back so we can have some fun with it now? Come on. Okay. Hey, do you have a, yeah, if you got an old picture, you send that one. We'll put that one up too. Okay, baby. Okay. Yeah, if you got an old picture, we'll send that up. I just want to see it. TD Conservative Hustle said a white curl is totally different from a Jerry curl. Oh, it is. It's different. But this is like an S curl that Debbie got on. Look how angry she seems. Let me go get a Jerry curl. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna go get you a real Jerry curl. Cause my boy from what's his name? Some from Stones. Jerry. Wait a minute. Ice Cube used to have one. Now this is old school curl, right? Let me show you something. Let me show you this. This is what I'm talking about right here. Look at that curl. Look at that. Got that curl working, boy. That curl. Remember that kind of curl? Now that's kind of like an afro kind of curl right there. Wasn't it? Now I'm telling you, now my boy, you can't tell him nothing. And sometimes they put their little baby hair in the front. They thought that was tight. Remember Ice Cube had this curl right here? This is Ice Cube curl. That Jerry curl working, boy. Let me see if I can get some more here. Yeah. What you know about that? What you know about? Lionel Richie used to have a curl. Remember that? Dancing on the ceiling. Look at that curl. Tight. Come on with that curl, boy. See, this is what I'm talking about. Right? This is curl. Michael Jackson had a curl, but his curl wasn't that tight. He had a little baby hair in the front right there. But see, this is real old school right here, where it's kind of covering your eyes. Oh my God, those were the days. Let me see what Clever said. Okay, we're gonna get to there, but I want to see. I thought you said you had a curl. I want to see it. Show me. Show me the money. If I can get my damn phone to open up here. Oh, I don't have that P.O. box anymore. Don't send anything to P.O. box. I canceled that P.O. box. I had a problem with them. I don't have that P.O. box no more. Somebody was trying to set me up with something, so I had to get rid of it. I found some suspicious. I ain't gonna talk about it on there, but it was some suspicious going on over there. So I got rid of it. I was getting this feeling that I wasn't feeling comfortable with it. So I got rid of it. That's a wig right there. That ain't really a curl right there. But anyway, let's get back to Debbie, little Debbie. So little Debbie, let me see what she's saying here.
I think we have to focus, quite frankly, on, if we're worried about the threat to American values, on the person who's in the White House. I mean, we have a president.
Oh, come on. Really?
No,
is that where we're going? Come on.
Yeah, I'm going there because we have a president who has completely undermined our democracy.
Now think about this. This Jerry Curl trailer trash right here say he's undermining. The staff, some of the staff he has, I don't agree with some of them, but Joe Biden wasn't even technically the president. And you say undermine. What about the auto pens? You mean undermining? Are you serious, girl? You got too much activate in your hair.
Who has?
So you don't see jihad. You don't see this as a problem.
What I don't see is it as a single lens problem. We have a president who has been determined to undermine our constitutional principles, to degrade our democracy, to divide instead of unite us. The responsibility of
I have to say, Congressman, you know how much I admire you, and I always appreciate being willing to come on and discuss things. But we booked.
He said how much he admires her. Did he say that? Do you know how much I admire you? You on drugs, boy? How much you admire
constitutional principles, to degrade our democracy, to divide instead of unite us. The responsibility of
I have to say, Congressman, you know how much I admire you, and I always appreciate being willing to come on and discuss things. But we booked you to talk about anti-Semitism and Islamophobia in America. So I'm asking the question.
About Islam.
That is wild. That is wild right there. I do with the you remember that sign language lady we showed you last night? Here she is again.
Footage. I'll try to say it again. There is no footage that depicts this individual.
This is real.
I'll try to say it again. There is no footage that depicts this individual.
Does she look like a witch or something?
There is no footage.
Renee just made an interesting point. She who was that said? Oh no, that was Neckbone McGrizzle said that she slept with those Pakistanians. Bingo! You went in fishing for that. You right. I remember that. Remember she was protecting those Pakistanians, the one who got caught with all that cash on the plane trying to leave the country after they were downloading information by sitting congressmen and representatives. Oh, don't think we forgot about that one. Look at this heifer here, though.
There is no footage. I'll try to say it again. There is no footage that depicts this individual.
I don't think she's doing sign language. I don't know what she's doing, but it don't seem like she's doing no damn sign language. I don't know what the hell she's doing, but she looks awfully scary. Now, there's two Democrats who's on the House floor because they're upset because the subsidies for Obamacare is going away. And both of them are upset because the transgender kids can't get operations no more.
Every parent wants what's best for their children. And as a parent, I cannot imagine how I would feel if a doctor told me that Republicans in Congress banned life-saving evidence-based care that would help my child. Medical care for transgender youth is safe and effective and supported by major medical associations. Access to transgender-related health care is critical, medically necessary, and often life-saving.
Did you hear that again? Let me just read that. This is Susan. She needs to be in a mental ward, too.
Every parent wants what's best for their children. And as a parent, I cannot imagine how I would feel if a doctor told me that Republicans in Congress banned life-saving evidence-based care that would help my child. Medical care for transgender youth is safe and effective and supported by major medical associations. Access to transgender-related health care is critical, medically necessary, and often life-saving.
You know what's crazy about this? Here, technically what they're doing, Americans are already having less kids than all the foreigners coming over. On top of that, the Democrats, along with these so-called doctors, do no harm, they're supposed to take that oath. Here they are making the damn children unfertile, so they can't even produce any damn children at all. I mean, they're sterilizing the kids, really. Something wrong with these people are sick, man. I ain't like they sick. She actually thinks she's doing something good. And they had another one. She was on the floor. Let me get this other one. She said sort of the same thing. Bringing all these foreigners over here, having a bunch of 89 kids and 4 wives, and we're taking care of their kids. But telling your kids not to have any kids. Where's that? Here's another. She was. I do what the hell. I had another clip of one. Oh, here she is.
And for Republicans, this is extreme. Are we really attempting to lock up parents and doctors? Your kids' medical care is none of their damn business. We should call this.
It's none of their damn business, but you want us to pay for it. Isn't that something? That's like the kid telling the parent, it's none of your damn business, but pay for my rebellion. It's like the prodigal son, Daddy, I need your money so I can go party with your money. So the Democrats are telling us, shut up and just give us your money. Just shut up and give us your money. Because we need your money in order to finance this satanic actions, because this is satanic. What they're doing is from the pit of hell, devil himself. Be fruitful and multiply. And it doesn't apply to you if you ain't gonna raise your damn kids.
This obsession with your kids and what treatment they're getting in the pediatrician's office, what it is.
Now think about how outrageous what this woman's statement is. Remember when you listen to the teachers union and everything else, they'll tell you your kids don't belong to you. It takes a village of idiots to raise your kids. And then they'll turn around and says, stay out of my kids' business if they want to get an operation. You can't have it both ways now. Make your damn mind up. They want to get in the business with your kids when you're trying to raise them the right way, but they don't want you telling them anything about the surgery for their kids. And oh, by the way, you need to pay for it. Speaking of that, Jasmine Crockett was down here with some drag queen. I don't know if you saw this one yet.
The MAGA women receive gender-affirming care such as lip fillers, breast augmentation, etc. Why do you think they...
Did you hear that? The MAGA women deserve. They be getting these transgender surgeries.
Okay, a lot of the MAGA women receive gender-affirming care such as lip fillers, breast augmentation, etc. Why do you think they are so against gender-affirming care for trans people?
You know you want to say it.
Okay, so I have this thing where, like, you know a MAGA woman when you see one.
1000%.
They all have a look, right? But
girl, where you get all this horsehair from? What the hell is you talking about?
they lips be up to anyway. That's a whole other issue. But yeah, they don't even know because when that was brought up on the House floor, because there was a discussion about this on the House floor.
Imagine this is their leader now. This is one of their main leaders now. Boy, I tell you the truth. Father, help your children.
They were like, "How dare you say we use?" And it's like, no, that's exactly what y'all do.
Miss Dana said Jasmine is looking fluffy.
Y'all just didn't realize that that's what.
Patrick says a SpongeBob and Squidward.
It is, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is one of their main leaders now. Don't forget, this is one of their main leaders. But anyway, we got to get out of here. I'm supposed to say a prayer. TJ, the conservative hustler, says that he lost his friend. Well, I pray for you and your friend's family. Father, we thank you for this day, and we pray a special blessing for the friend of TJ. We pray, Lord, that you would strengthen him, strengthen the family who lost their loved one, give them the courage, give them the peace of mind that only you can give. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Well, God bless you there, Common Sense Nation.